paid attention.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
I remember when rock was young.
5 people with stars in their eyes tonight are Gillian from Eltham, London. From Broughton, Cumbria, Pete Thompson. Karen Noblett from Preston, Lancashire. Brian Fleming from Birmingham. And finally, Carol Durant from Worcester in Surrey. Now, here's your host, Matthew Kelly.
Welcome to Stars in Their Eyes. This is it. This is the last show before our live grand final. In just 1 week, we'll find out who'll be the 1998 series winner. Preparations are already underway for our 12 finalists who'll relax in specially built luxury air-conditioned dressing rooms with fake fur rugs, jacuzzis, saunas, scented bath oils, fridges full of champagne, caviar and Belgian chocolates. Whatever they want, they get. What? My dressing room? Oh, yes, that'll be a couple of old doors leant up against a wall, half a ham sandwich and a can of flat Vimto. No, I'll be grateful for that, I can tell you. When you think about it, I'll be sharing this stage with the likes of Gary Barlow, Belinda Carlisle, Karen Carpenter, Cher, Neil Diamond, Denny Doherty, David Gates, Al Green, Billie Holiday, R. Kelly and Gwen Stefani. But before next week, we've still got to find the final finalist who'll join that A to Z of top talent. So let's get this show on the road and meet Karen Noblett. She's star guest number 1.
I'm 13 years of age. Been working at the bank since I left school at 16. The people that I work with are really nice. We have a good laugh and I enjoy dealing with people. I enjoy the customer side of things. Having worked in Preston for sort of 14 years, you get to know the same customers. Apparently when I was about 4, I used to sing The Young Ones by Cliff Richard without stopping for breath. It was my party piece. They used to show me mum up, I think. I don't think I'll be nervous, I think I'll be just excited more than anything. It'll just be nice to be on telly for 3 minutes of fame.
Practice going through those doors every night on my way home from work.
She's practiced the doors and the singing, so let's cash in on her talent. Please welcome Karen Noblett. You've applied for this show before, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Yes, and who did you come as?
Gloria Estefan.
And what happened at the audition?
I was rubbish.
Did you think so? So what did you decide to do?
Have another baby.
Oh, yes. So you had another baby?
No, I had another think about it. I thought, well, I'll have another go.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of somebody who hadn't been done.
Yeah.
Somebody who had a very similar voice to mine. And the group that she sings with is quite a favourite with me and my husband.
So this is quite a modern group that this lady belongs to, isn't
yes,
it?
Yeah.
Tell us something about the group and herself.
Yeah, they're a very popular British band.
Yeah.
And 2 of the men that are in the group used to be in the House Martins.
Yes, right, that's quite a big clue there. I think you better tell us who you're going to be, Karen.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Jacqueline Abbott from the beautiful South.
Jacqueline Abbott from the beautiful South. So get your clogs on, we're off to Holland as tonight, singing live, Karen Noblett is Jacqueline Abbott.
And the women tuck their hair like they're trying to prove it won't fall. And all the men are gargoyles, dip longy in Irish style. The whole place is pickled, the people are pickles for sure. And no one knows if they've done more here than they ever would do in a job. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere. anywhere alone. And everyone is blonde and everyone is beautiful. And when blonde and beautiful are multiple, they become so dull and dutiful. And when faced with dull and dutiful, they fire at warning flares, battle cocky personality with red underwear. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone, anywhere alone. The whole place is pickled, the people are pickles for sure, and no one knows if they've done more here than they ever would do in a job. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone, anywhere alone, anywhere alone, anywhere alone.
You picked the right one this time, didn't you? Do you know, I think there are only two people in the world who can make a donkey jacket look good. One of them's Jacqueline Abbott and the other one's you, eh? Even though you'd rather have a Barbie top, wouldn't you? You're great. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Noblett as Jacqueline Abbott. This is the last show before our live panel, so it's your last chance to leap off that sofa, grab that hairbrush and serenade the goldfish. So turn to page 888 on teletext and belt out a few bars along with star guest number 2.
This looks like a chocoholic dream, doesn't it? But for me, it's just another busy day at work in New Malden. My name is Carol Durrant. I'm 40-something and I'm not going to say anything more than that. And I live in Worcester Park, Surrey. I've been married for 23 years to John. I've got 2 boys, Adam who's 16 and James who's 12. Thank you very much.
I started singing roughly when I was about 5 years old. I stood on a stage with a woolly balaclava on my head and sung "Oh Carol," which is my name, and they threw half a crowns at me. The person that I'm going to be, I liked in the older days. She was quite unique, and I think it's quite a compliment to think that I sound like her.
Here we are.
She's left the pick and mix to join our musical All Sorts. Please welcome Carol Durrant. So, when you're working in the shop, do you have any interesting customers?
Yes, I did actually once serve Prince Edward.
You did?
Yeah.
What did he come in for?
He bought a Christmas card for his mum.
Oh, from Woolies. Cheapskate.
That's the one.
That's the wonder, isn't it? Absolutely. How did you discover that you could be the person that you're being tonight?
Well, I actually went in for a talent contest once and I overheard the panel saying that she can't win because she sounds too much like this person.
Ah, and whose song were you singing at the time?
Elton John, Your Song.
Oh, right.
Work that one out.
Perhaps you could give us 1 or 2 clues about the person that you are going to be.
She was born in Liverpool in 1943.
Mm-hmm. So what does she do for a living now?
She's a famous TV presenter.
I think we all know who you're going to be, but you better tell us, who are you going to be tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Cilla Black.
Cilla Black! Surprise, surprise! Tonight, singing live, Carol Durrant is Cilla Black!
it all about? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what would you lend on an old golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even non-believers can't believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie, until you find the love you missed. You're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love any day, Alfie.
Oh, dear. Really, how are you feeling now, really?
Happy.
Happy? Yeah, and we're very
Glad
happy
it's
as well.
over.
Well, look,
No, I really enjoyed it.
ladies and gentlemen, Carol Durant as Cilla Black. A great performance worthy of Cilla's own fan mail. And when Carol gets her sackload, she could take delivery from star guest number 3.
My name's Brian Fleming. I'm 55 years of age and I come from Birmingham. I work as a post-distribution clerk for a engineering consultancy company, delivering and collecting the posts. Sometimes when I get up to sing, I like to impersonate different singers, mostly from the past. But the singer I'm going to do tonight is the one I like to do best. The best part of the show is going to be when the transformation takes place from me to the artist involved. When I go out there through the mist and face the audience, I'm going to have a sense of being somewhere like Las Vegas. Now all I need is to give an extra special delivery on the night, and I hope I receive your stamp of approval.
With a first-class voice and a special delivery, please welcome Brian Fleming. So, singing means a lot to you, doesn't it, Brian?
Yes.
Why do you like singing so much?
Well, I'm rather a quiet chap, but when I get on stage, I'm able to transfer to another character, which is quite nice.
Give us a few clues about this person that you're going to be.
This person, Matthew, was born in Iowa in 1928.
Right.
He started his career as a quartet with his 3 brothers.
Yeah.
His first big hit in the UK was in 1957 with Butterfly.
And what
Yes.
did this lead to?
It led to an Emmy-winning award for American TV show,
Yes, and that spawned the careers of who?
The Osmond Brothers.
Yeah, so it has a lot to answer for. You better tell us who you're going to be, Brian.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Andy Williams.
Andy Williams, one of America's best-loved entertainers tonight, singing live. Brian Fleming is Andy Williams. Just heard from the quiet man. Hey, now, your Stella will be thrilled with that. You have a voice that is so warm that you've melted all our toffees. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Fleming as Andy Williams. Almost there, and we are almost there. Just two more star guests before we discover who our 12th and final finalists will be. In just a week, it'll be the live grand final, so why not have a stars party? They're all the rage, you know. Dress up as your favourite star, string up some fairy lights, sing along and have an ease up. If that isn't worth a couple of vol au vents and half a pint of baby sham, I don't know what is. In part two, we've a star guest who'll be transformed into an American who played guitar with Roy Orbison and had big hits in the 60s. It's a bit of a sticky one, but work it out, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. Part 1 brought us star guests 56, 57 and 58, so Part 2 will bring the numbers up to a nice, big, fat, round, juicy 60 with our final 2 power-packed performances. But first, star guest number 59, who I told you will be transformed into an American who played guitar with Roy Orbison and had hits in the 70s. If you didn't have any luck, I'll stop droning on so that Pete Thompson can help us. He's star guest number 4.
I was brought up in a town called Ulverston, which is in Cumbria. And I met Sue at the church that we got married in 7 years ago. And we now live in a village which is about 11 miles away from Ulverston called Broughton. We've got 2 children. Ebony, our little girl, is nearly 9 months old. And Corrie, our son, is 2. I guess I started singing very young. I remember that I used to sing when I was about 5 and 6. I used to put on shows for the whole school. The person I'm going to be tonight is not somebody I'd heard of up until a couple of years ago. Although many people may not know what this guy actually looks like, I actually do look very like him. And the transformation may not be such a big one.
A great day out with the family. Perfect way to relax before the show.
Well, it's already into the swing of things, so please welcome Pete Thompson. I love films like that. There's something very endearing and charming about a dad who's nice with his children like that. And your children are lovely. It was your mother, in fact, who got you into impersonating people at a very early age, didn't she?
Well, yeah, when I used to go to school at primary school, I remember once I was actually sent to school as Shirley Temple. Yeah.
Bless your mother for that. Now, how did you find out that you could be this person that you are?
Well, I was singing some of my own songs, playing guitar, and a couple of people said that I sounded like the guy, and I got the CD and thought, well, I can work on this. Really wanted to enter the show.
So give us a few clues about who he is.
OK, well, his first hit in America was in 1964. It was a song called See the Funny Little Clown.
Oh, one of my favourites.
Yeah, no. And, well, he recorded throughout the 60s. The song I'm going to sing actually recorded in 1968, but it was a #1 for about 5 weeks.
Yes, it was huge, wasn't it?
It was.
One. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Pete.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Bobby Goldsboro.
Bobby Goldsboro! Get your hankies ready, because tonight, singing live, Pete Thompson is Bobby Goldsboro!
See the tree, how big it's grown, but the rain, it hasn't been so long, wasn't me. I laughed at her and she got mad the first day that she planted it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in, all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself, and I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. And it would sure embarrass her when I come in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I've been good, and I'd love to be with you, if only I could. One day while I was not at home, while she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have is memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and dances overhead and cries down on the flower bed that honey loved. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you, if only I could.
Well done. I should skip the Shirley Temple stuff and stick with this, to be honest with you. I think that was a stunning Stars in Their Eyes performance, you know. Absolutely wonderful. Except for one line. You know that bit where you go, she slipped and almost hurt herself and I laughed till I cried. What's that about? That's You've Been Framed. Well done. It was great. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Thompson as Bobby Goldsboro. Well, we've seen 59 fantastic performances over the past few months, and you've probably got your favourites. But don't make your mind up for a bit, because we've still got our very last star guests to come.
My name's Gillian Shu. I'm 30 years old, and I come from Mottingham in London. I work full-time as a domestic engineer. I'm married to Chang, and I have 2 children, Danny aged 2 and Kelly aged 8. I've been practicing martial arts for 15 years now. I started off doing wushu, which is where I met my husband. I got a gold medal in the European Championships and I got a silver in the World Championships. I've been watching Stars in Their Eyes since Series 1. Hey! I didn't think for a million years I'd ever get on because the standard's so high.
Nothing like a good workout to get your heart pounding, just like coming through those famous doors.
From martial arts to vocal arts, please welcome Gillian Shu. So you went to the World Championships in China and you got your silver medal and you also got a husband out of it, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So when you first got married, you couldn't speak to each other?
No, we had a dictionary.
You actually communicated by dictionary?
That's right, yeah.
And you speak fluent Mandarin Chinese now, don't you?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Would you like to do a line in Mandarin Chinese for us?
Okay. 今天晚上我是唱一支 Florencia Vicente de Casillas Martinez Cardona的歌。
And that is the name of the person that you're going to be tonight.
That's right.
So give us a few more clues, will you?
Her song got to number 2 in the charts in 1967.
It was a very emotional song.
Yes, it was.
So she used to cry, didn't she?
That's right.
Are you going to be able to cry?
I think at the moment I'm just too happy to cry. It's going to be very difficult to think of something sad while I'm feeling so happy. But I'm going to try my best.
Well, there's a lot of puzzled faces. You better tell us, Gillian, who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Vikki Carr.
Vikki Carr! With a telephone court song tonight, singing live, Gillian Shu is Vikki Carr!
Tell myself what's done is done. Tell myself, don't be a fool. Play the field, have a lot of fun. It's easy when you play it cool. I tell myself, don't be a chum. Who cares? Let him stay away. That's when the phone rings and I jump. As I grab the phone, I pray, let it please be him. Oh dear God, it must be him. It must be him, or I shall die. Or I shall die. Oh hello, hello, my dear God, it must be him. That is not him, and then I die.
pick the pieces off the floor, put my heart on the shelf again. He'll never hurt me anymore. I'm not a puppet on a string. I'll find somebody else someday. That's when the phone rings. And once again, I start to pray. Let it please be him. Oh dear God, it must be him. It must be him, or I shall die. Or I shall die. Oh hello, hello, my dear God, it must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. Again I die. Let peace be him. Oh dear God, it must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. That's when I
What an emotional evening. I'm worn out. Oh, and you did cry as well, didn't you? And you didn't think you would.
No, I do.
No, that's the power of your own performance, you see. You've sent yourself. And the rest of it. Oh, look. The knee-deep in three-ply there. Ladies and gentlemen, Gillian Shue as Vikki Carr. Well, that's it. We're almost there. We've enjoyed 60 star guests from funk to soul, from blues to rock and roll. And for the last time, it's down to our studio audience to make their choice and complete the lineup for our live grand final. But before they do, we'll have a quick reminder of our last group of star guests. First was bank worker Karen Noblett as Jacqueline Abbott.
'Cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone.
Then from the heart of Surrey came Carol Durrant as Cilla Black.
You'll find love any day.
Next, mailman Brian Fleming as Andy Williams.
Land of paradise, paradise so rare.
After that, Cumbrian lad Pete Thompson as Bobby Goldsboro.
Kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so.
And finally, martial arts expert Gillian Shue as Vikki Carr.
My dear God, it must be him, but it's not him.
So for the very last time, studio audience, cast your votes now. And while our audience face the difficult task of selecting just one star guest to go through to next week's final, we can find out how each of tonight's star guests felt they did.
It's just been really emotional, and I can't put into words, to be honest.
The highlight of the evening for me, I think, is the crowd back scene that has supported me through all of it because I've been so nervous.
I felt a part of what the name of the show is, a star.
It just feels great. I'm really pleased that I got on the show, and it really feels great.
Having your hair done, having my hair cut, having the makeup on, the dress, it's been absolutely brilliant. Really has been good.
A fantastic fivesome, but only one finalist. So will it be Jacqueline Abbott, Cilla Black, Andy Williams, Bobby Goldsboro, or Vikki Carr? And the winner is Jacqueline Abbott. Oh, no. I know. You okay?
I thought Vikki Carr were going to win.
You what? She thought Vikki Carr were going to win. You're just great. You're just great. And we love you, even with your donkey jacket. And now you're going to have to do it all again, aren't you? I know. And again next week. Oh, no, should have thought of that before. You see, it's been a great 12 weeks, this, and all 60 of our star guests have been amazing. But tonight is Karen's night, and the name of Jacqueline Abbott is added to Gary Barlow, Belinda Carlisle, Karen Carpenter, Cher, Neil Diamond, Denny Doherty, David Gates, Al Green, Billie Holiday, R. Kelly, and Gwen Stefani. That's a bit daunting, isn't it, really? I mean, they'll all be back next week. And to find out who'll become the 1998 series winner. Before that, we can once again enjoy the groovy sounds of Karen Noblett singing live as Jacqueline Abbott. I'll see you next week for the live final. Good night. Here you go, Tom.
Thank you.
And the women tuck their hair like they're trying to prove it won't fall out. And all the men are gargoyles, dip longy and Irish style. The whole place is pickled, the people are pickles for sure. And no one knows if they've done more here than they ever would do.
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call 0990 66 55 44. And who knows, our famous doors could open for you.
Anywhere